Who pays interest on a loan?
Smart move. A borrower is an accurate answer.
Workers who do manual labor. Nice selection. Blue collar is the correct and valid answer.
The 4 types of insurance.
Right choice. Home, car, life, health is the best answer. Why is credit so dangerous? On track. Overspending is the correct answer.
A spending or savings plan.
You chose budget. And it is correct.
Deductions help reduce your. Sharp thinking. Adjusted gross income is the right choice.
Money put into an account. Bravo. Deposit is the answer.
Money earned through work.
Good thinking. Income is the right answer. A loan used to buy a home. Valid point. Mortgage is true.
Which is not a direct tax.
Great thinking. VAT is the right choice. Same amount in the future. Well reasoned. Time value of money is the correct choice. What does bi-weekly mean?
Excellent choice. 26 times a year is the right answer.
The name for a renter is. Strong choice. Tenant is the right answer. What does FIC stand for? Nice work. You chose Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, and it is correct. What is personal finance?
Solid response. All of the above is a valid choice.
Automatic teller machine. You're right. ATM is the correct answer. How do banks make money?
You got it. Your choice charging interest is right. ANU is an example of. Good job. Your answer a personal loan works well here.
High risk can yield high. Correct. Profit is the right answer. Assets liabilities equal to dash. Great job. Net worth is the accurate answer. The recipient of a loan. Well done. Borrower is the right choice. Example of a liability. Clear logic. Your choice snowmobile loan is sound and 100% true. The money one has saved. Smart pick. Savings is the correct choice. An example of a want is?
Perfect. AFLAL tickets is the correct choice.
Another name for money. Nicely done. Currency is a solid answer. Put into an investment. Exactly. Principle makes sense, and it is right choice. The work a person does. Right again. Labor is a valid answer. No membership required. Correct response. Bank is the most accurate answer. Net pay is the same as. Excellent. Take-home pay is a brilliant choice. The cost of a service. Well picked. Fee is the correct answer. Caters to individuals. Nicely done. Credit union is a solid answer. The amount borrowed. Exactly. Principle makes sense and it is right choice. What is this called? Well reasoned. A check is the correct choice. High risk investment. Great thinking. Stock is the right choice. Dash is what you owe. You chose liability, and it is correct.
What does APR mean?
Bravo! Annual percentage rate is the answer. A plan for spending? Nice selection. Budget is the correct and valid answer. What is a deficit? On track. A negative balance is the correct answer. A fixed expenses? Good job. Your answer car payment works well here. What is bartering? You got it. Your choice trading goods or services is right. Made with currency. You're right. Cash is the correct answer. Taxes are due when? Well picked. April 15 is the correct answer. The use of assets? Great job. Interest rate is the accurate answer. What is a 401? Perfect. Retirement savings plan is the correct choice. The cost of money? Right again. Interest is a valid answer. FICA stands for? Right choice. Federal Insurance Contribution Act is the best answer.
Income not spent.
Excellent choice. Savings is the right answer. Which is a want? Clear logic. Your choice toy is sound and 100% true. A loan of money. Nice work. You chose credit and it is correct. VAT is a tax on. Correct. Spending is the right answer. Off as an am. Solid response. Both is a valid choice. DD stands for? Well done. Direct debit is the right choice. House payment? Sharp thinking. Mortgage is the right choice. Take-home pay? Good thinking. Net pay is the right answer. Money earned? Correct response. Income is the most accurate answer. Money spent? Smart move. Expense is an accurate answer. A home loan. Strong choice. Mortgage is the right answer. Rent is a. Smart pick. Fixed expense is the correct choice. Money owed. Valid point. Debt is true. Income is. Excellent. Limited is a brilliant choice. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format. Nicely done. Contact Narayan Changda is a solid answer.